Hello and welcome to Toad Rolls Dice, where we're going to take a look at the official release article for the latest wave of Halo Flashpoint. This is Wave 3, Rise of the Banished. Purely what we're doing here is running through the article. We're going to look at the beautiful pictures and try and glean a little bit more of what's coming. I think we've seen everything. I mean, they look amazing before we get into this, but I don't think there's going to be any real surprises until we get cards and actually start to see stats and things. I feel that this actually gives us a really clear idea of just how deep and how vast Mantic can go with this. They're obviously adding a whole new faction, but also if this is going to be what a wave is like. So we have obviously the big, you can't count wave 1, that's just launch. Wave 2 is getting it tournament ready with points and extra models and things. Wave 3 is a whole new faction with whole new models, whole new terrain set to fit in with said faction. I would expect Wave 4 to just be extra Spartans and extra Banished or extra Elites with different weapons and things. Maybe Wave 5, and I know we're getting way ahead of ourselves, but maybe Wave 5 is going to be another big box with a limited character and an actual, new terrain and things. But the thing that excites me the most is that this is Mantic doing the first big expansion box with a whole new stuff. It's basically a starter set without the rules, and I just think that's really cool. Really cool. But how about we get into this one? So this dropped yesterday. It was a few hours after the reveal, which is why it's not included in my video, but hey, we get a second video out of this stuff. This came from Dan. And Halo Flashpoint. The time for battle is here. The latest cohort of UNSC Spartans are completing their training and emerging as finely honed fighters from their combat exercises in the War Games arena. This summer, skirmish breaks out of the academy and into the wider Halo universe, which means those Spartans are going to need some enemies. Really big enemies. And they look big. They are chunky. They are every bit as brutish as you would expect. So Rise of the Banished. Take command of the Banished, landing first this summer in a no-holds-barred faction box, packed full of new miniatures, new terrain, and everything you need to take the next step in Halo Flashpoint. If you've been waiting on the sidelines to jump in when there's another faction, more units, list building, named characters, more scenarios, game modes, more places to fight, well, now we've got you covered. Feast your eyes on what's right around the corner. Let's just talk about these sculpts for a second. These are the alternative, but holy hell are they not amazing. The paint job is great, but the actual sculpts, the level of detail on them, how cool they look, how dynamic they look, how fearsome they look, I love these. As the UNSC's finest and toughest, Spartans are big, but when it comes to size and sheer table presence, the Jiralhane are on another level. These huge brutes form the backbone of the Banished military and tower over anything in the game so far. And because the Banished are such a major release, we're rolling out the red carpet. They're coming with a brand new garrison terrain with lots of interesting new shapes to take cover behind, and a full colour new arena board that transform your table for stylish new dice, exciting new scenarios, and more. And we've made it simple to update your collection. Really simple. The earliest and easiest way to collect/play this faction is with Rise of the Banished. There's even an Atriox. Because of course, if you're taking the Banished, you need the person who is the Banished with Atriox. Just magnificent, such a cool character who they really need to do a little bit more with, but the wider Halo lore, he's got some really cool stuff. His backstory is fascinating. But that's the box. This is the first place that you're going to be able to get all of this stuff. Judging by how Mantic seem to be, it's not 100% confirmed, but I'm willing to bet that all of this stuff will be available separately. Terrain packs, the board, maybe not the dice, maybe not the Defiance book, but the miniatures obviously will. They'll be released, as we've seen already happening with the Hydra. We've already had a terrain pack. I can just see that they don't necessarily want to leave people out, but obviously this is the FOMO way to get it. And I use the term FOMO loosely, I think, with Mantic for now. They haven't quite hit Games Workshop levels. I think they'll go into it in this article. That Atriox model is exclusive to this pre-order wave release. There is going to be another Atriox, but it will be a different pose. but it's just like the starter set, the Spartan version of the starter set, the initial box. Yeah, it's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic, and I love the dice. I'm a bit of a fan of dice. I love these dice. So it's absolutely packed full of everything you need to take the next step as an existing player, and you can check it out right here. I'm going to stick this article in the description of the video if you want to follow all the links. You will find your way to Mantic and be able to pre-order this yourself. And then we thought, could we possibly make this faction box for the Banished even better? The answer was yes. How?
As I suspected. Nothing but a man.
Let's get a closer look at that imposing figure in the bottom right. Could it be... Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? Atriox, Warmaster of the Banished. When you order the Rise of the Banished faction box, you'll get a free limited edition version of Atriox's miniature below. There will be a standard version when he launches separately later, but this one's definitely our favourite, and you'll see a UNSC Spartan helmet clenched in one hand, in his metal gauntlet there, and the legendary chainbreaker hefted over his shoulder. He's also, and we really can't emphasise this enough, massive. He is a big, imposing figure. In the face of the new threat, we've also decided it's time to deploy the Master Chief. Previously found in the paint set as a pre-order promo, he's now a standalone release and up for pre-order here, and he's priced very well. Stunning model. If you don't have Chief, now's maybe the time to pick him up. As you can imagine, there's some epic showdowns just waiting to take place. We can't wait to unleash the two characters on opposing sides of the table. Chief's coming as well, so that's cool. Lights, camera, action. Did you see the preview trailer for the Banished? We did. You can watch it here, or you can stick around. At the end of this video will be my reaction. So, bundles for both new players and Flashpoint veterans. So if you're totally new to Halo Flashpoint, the best starting place is the Spartan Edition starter set. I agree, it's such an incredible edition. So it's available to order now. It is in stock. And there's also a new Ultimate starter set, which gives you everything. So you only get 4 trays. You get the Spartan Edition, which has good chunk of Spartans, terrain, everything. Rise of the Banished, which gives you all the Banished stuff. Atriox and Chief. You get your hero figures to lead your forces into battle as well. And this stuff is all coming for July, or looking to be shipped in July. If you're already playing, then you probably want to pick up everything else as early as possible. So there's a special bundle for that, which has, again, the card holders, Rise of the Banished, Atriox, and the special event exclusive, well, I say event exclusive, event edition of the original Fire Team. Absolutely stunning models. This is probably the box that I would think about picking up if I wasn't looking at getting these guys at Salute. But you can pick these up separately as well if you just want more Spartans, you're not bothered about Banished. There's so many things up for pre-order on the website now. As they say, they've also got more bundles live, so you'll be able to find the perfect one for you. And bundles will be available until the end of April, just like their show season special Fire Team Phoenix, which is those Spartans there. So you have a month to get your pre-orders in. So make sure to choose yours and order in good time. If you want this stuff, you have until the end of April. So note, remember that any order will only ship once everything has been released, so simply if you want everything on the tabletop as soon as possible, they recommend placing separate orders. So for now, check out the new releases coming to the game and prepare to go forth and conquer. So the Banished box set, if you're just looking to pre-order that one, shipping around July, end of July, $125 US dollars, £100 UK, and it is available through Mantic, or available to pre-order through Mantic right now, and it's a hell of a box. I think it's brilliant value. I just love that model as well. So that's us. That pretty much covers everything that's been shown off for Halo Flashpoint at this point in time. Obviously I did a proper, more in-depth look at the products in the other video, so let me know what you think of the Banished release. Rise of the Banished, I guess it's called, the entire thing. Let me know what you think in the comments. Always really interested to hear what you guys think of these models. How excited are you for Atriox and the Banished? Or is this the first time you're aware of Atriox and you're thinking, hey, I need to know more about that guy? Let me know. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.